want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. They'll take for their disease. Just like a weed, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. With gods in the weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make
All right, guys, let's get this party started. If you want a reading, be sure and visit my stand store. It is linked in the description below. And as always, we have a fair use, a disclaimer. As you come in, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and share the video if you like it. Let's get it going. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Astrology for Mystics with Jen. I'm Jen. I'm the astrologer for the day. And yeah, April, I swear, I was about to hit the live stream and started falling backwards. It was, thank God Jeff wasn't in here. I mean, it was pretty embarrassing just for myself. But yeah, hey, girl, glad to see you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, Jeff. Orb Attraction, Hope. Good to see babe, Witchy Mama. Thank y'all for hanging out with me today because I'm going to be bouncing This is a bouncing live. I'm going to be doing my thing. I'm going to be doing a lot of chit chatting with the astrology. There's a lot going on. I mean, there's a lot going on, and there's going to be a lot going on in February, a lot going on in March. Like this is a pivotal time in our history, in our human history. And I can't say that enough. I can't say it enough. When the comet, or what we believe is a comet, was first noticed, I did a live and I was telling you guys that usually brings sicknesses. Comets bring sickness. The sun being active brings a lot of energy particles to the planet. We are going through a very tough time. There's all kinds of chatter when it comes to South Carolina with the measles outbreak, other stuff going on in the world with India and China. I mean, there's just all kinds of chatter. And with all the protesting that is taking place in Minnesota, I don't know that it's just going to stay in Minnesota. There's a lot, guys. There's a lot that I want to talk about, especially having to do with Donald Trump and Charlie Kirk, where TP USA is going. I don't know if you guys have had a chance to check out my video that I uploaded this morning, but I hope you do. I hope you do. Because it's a pivotal time for them as well. I've been watching Justin Strife, the COO of TPUSA, waiting and wondering when I was going to get any information that would solidify what I'm watching, because we watch on this channel, we observe. And so I was watching, and I've been watching since the 22nd, last night, the 27th. I found it. I saw it. I understood it. Pulled up the charts, and I was like, wow, this is it. This is totally it. And I'm definitely prepared to talk about it and show you guys the astrology, because I'm going to back it up. I'm going to back it up with what I'm seeing. So without further ado, I want to show you what I discovered last night. And it just so happened that I was skimming through. I don't watch videos when I'm looking for something. I'm not going to watch it all the way through. I'm going to just kind of skip through it. And as I was skipping through Candace Owens' live last night, yeah, that's when I saw it. So I'm going to show you a few clips. Okay, I'm going to show you some clips of what I'm talking about, because this is pertinent to show before I show the astrology. Okay. So y'all just bear with me. We're going to look at some clips first. And then as we look at clips, I'm going to show you the astrology of it. All right. So be sure and hit that thumbs up. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how thankful I am. Even when we have small chats like this, it's so much more, I don't know, I just feel so much more personal rather than it being so chaotic with a bunch of people in here. You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all like it like this or not, but I do. Did you? Girl, just wait. Just wait. Because this is serious stuff, right? This is some serious. Let me make sure I've got my volume up. Y'all can hear me okay, right? Let me make sure that my microphone did connect and I'm not sounding. Let me make sure. Yeah, I'm going to show it, girl. Let me make sure. Where's my... Okay, so I am sounding okay. Good. Edit mic settings. It's not showing me the settings, but I believe that my mic is on and it's sounding okay. All right. Here we go. And I'm about 9 minutes in, and I'm not going to show it all. I would suggest you just go and watch it all if you want to see all of it. Hey, peace, love, Jeeves. Thank you for being here, honey. Thank you. Good to see you. So here we are, and Candace is opening. I'm going to open it up with the timeline. September 10th, we know what happened that day. But on the same day, there was an Operation Bright Star, Cairo joint operation with the United States and France formally ends. The BTT departs Provo, Utah at 7:14 a.m. BTT departs Wilmington, Delaware for Cairo at 7:56 a.m. And then we have B&D departs Provo. And then, you can go all down this rabbit hole if you want to. But for now, let's just listen to what I was looking for. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, great. So we have this on the 10th, he's assassinated. On the 18th, it's that in-person interview with New York Times. On the 20th, we have the funeral mass, which is held at a church at 11 a.m. On the 21st is the public memorial event that is held at State Farm Stadium. And on the 22nd, which I had not mentioned before, I've been building this timeline in the background, there's a private dinner. Not going to mention what restaurant it's at, but the McCoys are there, Elizabeth, Mikey, Erica, and they're in joyous spirits, is exactly what the email said of someone who was there. They were in joyous spirits. Okay. Just want to get that.
Yeah.
I think a lot of this
is weird. Weird. I mean, joyous spirits. Okay.
When you hear this call that I'm about to play for you, I'm not trying to color your opinion, but I am going to give you mine because it's my podcast. I'm allowed to do it. I do want to remind you that Charlie has not been dead for 2 weeks. That's where you have to go back to. Not even 2 weeks after Charlie was publicly assassinated. Not a normal, he didn't, we had to watch this. We had to visually watch this. Now, the entirety of this call, which we're not going to play, is 15 minutes long. I'm going to figure out how to just drop it on my X feed. But I want to make sure that we properly and fairly contextualize it. So we're not being choosy. We're not cutting this for drama. The obvious point of this call to set this up is to introduce Erica. She's the new leader. Not even introducing, she's just heading up this call, but obviously she's going to be at the helm of this. So they're getting to know her. And she does begin the call by being thankful to the entire Turning Point USA team for their work at the memorial event. So let's take a listen.
Match with a local TurboTax expert at our new in-person locations. They're specialized in your unique...
Hi, everybody. I still love all these emoji Zoom things. Wow. I don't even know where to begin. The fact that we were able to pull off an event of a century, like, it's just insane. We had over 200.
She's so happy. They pulled off an event. Wow. Laughing and cutting up. It's not even, I mean, y'all, this is weird. Weird.
75,000 people that attended, and the stadium overflow, Westgate, insane, you guys. And then you have, was it 100 million? You guys that heard the gospel and all about Charlie and all about everything that you guys do, and the hard work of Turning Point USA is insane. We had thousands that were registered to vote. I think we're at like over.
Registered to vote? What? What? Hold on, what?
The hard work of Turning Point USA is insane. We had thousands that were registered to vote.
Why are you worried about thousands being registered to vote? Your husband was just publicly assassinated. What is going on here? What is happening?
I think we're at like over 200,000 for merch sales. Don't quote me on that because I think it just keeps like bumping up like crazy. But I just wanted to say a huge, huge, huge thank you to the events team, the development team, the graphic design team, the production team. It's just phenomenal. Their incredible work leading into the memorial. And honestly, a lot of the staff that worked on the memorial, they had 20-hour days for a week during the time of us grieving the loss of my husband. And honestly,
Girl, you have not grieved. I mean, let's be real and open and honest here. You haven't even taken time out to grieve. You're not grieving. And 20 hours a day. And your thanks is to fire them. After all of that hard work, after all the merch sales, after all that they have done for TPUSA, for Charlie. This girl's whacked.
I know several staff that didn't even sleep. Again, you guys are breathing angels, and I'm so grateful for all of you. And obviously a huge thank you to the Mosaic team. VI, you guys are 10 out of 10. Like we have the most incredible team. We just do. And you guys know that, and you guys are all a part of that. And I am so, so thankful. And if you do have a moment and you run into any of those staff members that you know had a role in this, and that they put a lot of their time and effort into it, just say thank you. There's something really special to be seen. And
her thank you is to fire them. Okay. Yeah.
Moments like this, and it's not easy. I'm speaking from experience. I'm right in the trenches with you guys. And so the fact that a simple thank you, I don't care if any of you have beef with each other from the past or have any issues with someone said something about this or that. Like, if you guys have any of that, please put it to rest. My husband's dead. Like, I'm not trying to be morbid, but he's dead. And it puts life into perspective of how short life is and relationships, and God puts people in your life for a reason, and it teaches you a lesson, it teaches them a lesson. So if you are going through a time where, just lay it to rest, and we are moving forward, Turning Point USA 2.0 with Charlie in our hearts, and that's what he would want.
Okay, so I'm just looking at the chat here, and you guys are responding live in the way that I felt live listening to this. It is the general tone that is off-putting. It's the laughter that is off-putting. It's, again, we are not even 2 weeks after watching your husband be assassinated. We're talking about numbers and metrics that have been hit. And my husband's dead, not to be morbid. That is a sentence that and this was not my husband, and I had no sort of the type of relationship that she had with him, that I was able to utter. Least of all, I mean, that's moving pretty quickly to the acceptance phase. Now, we know everybody grieves differently. In my imagination, I just thought she would be more upset. And I want to be clear, the overall mood of this call is extraordinarily upbeat. It's extraordinarily happy. But of course, as the CEO and chairman, she does have to address the elephant in the room, the morbid elephant in the room, if you will, because it's an obligation. You have a new CEO. The employees are working 20-hour days, but also their founder, Charlie, was publicly assassinated less than 2 weeks ago. You got to address that. And you're going to hear her address that by recapping to them that throughout these long working days, the employees were provided with ample resources while they were working. Take a listen.
Yeah.
I'm just grateful that while things were still in motion and moving around, that we had our leadership teams provide for you counselors, pastors. I heard there were therapy dogs. Slightly jealous that I didn't get to have any moment with a therapy dog. Breakfast. I was really adamant about making sure that we paid for your flights for your spouses to be there. That was something on my heart. You don't want to grieve alone. No one's supposed to grieve alone. It's not healthy. But I just think it's a beautiful honor that all of these benefits were made for the community to grieve and remember Charlie. And I really hope you took advantage of those in a healthy way when they were provided, because it's meant to be for everyone, for healing. Grief comes in waves. you know, some days are going to be tougher than others, but, you know, take it as it comes. And that's why you have your Turning Point family, and just lean on them and lean on other people in your life that you know will help you and pour into you and pray with you to get you through it. I say that though, that if you do need more time to grieve, please continue to use Turning Point USA's network of counselors. We have pastors.
Stop saying God dang, why does everybody do that? It drives me crazy. Girl.
I mean, there are so many resources for you. If you do need additional time off, please talk to your director about using paid time off for that. And again, it's not easy, but again, grief is hard. Otherwise, honestly, Turning Point USA and Turning Point Action, full steam ahead, you guys. We have, Charlie would want us to get back to work, and that's what we're doing. And that's what we did with the memorial. And I'm so honored and proud of each and every one of you, because that's what we're going to do in his honor and in his name. We have so much to do, which is exciting. Charlie in heaven is like, you guys thought you had a busy schedule, then just you wait. And he's doing some awesome things with Jesus in heaven right now, but there's so much work to be done. I mean, since his assassination, we have 100,000 chapter requests. We have 300,000 new donors. That is.
She is so excited. She's so excited. It's just weird. And using God. This is why I have a really hard time with religious folk, is because I grew up with an authentic grandmother who showed me what it's like to be a good person. My grandparents, my great-grandparents, they showed me what it was like to be a good person, because they showed that with their actions, with their neighbors, with their friends. Bibles were all around the house, but there wasn't all this dogmatic crap. So the dogma, and to use Jesus and to use God and to use all of that, is sickening to me when you're not an authentic person working from an authentic place, you know? Does that make sense to y'all? I don't know if that just made sense or not, but I was feeling it.
Is a blessing in itself. Again, not normal. All God. I think we have 50,000 plus hat orders to fulfill. I mean, I'm saying these numbers because it puts into perspective that we're not just sitting and thinking and looking at the wall being like, what do we do? Like that, there is so much to do. You have over 20,000 AmFest registrations.
There's a lot happening there, and none of it is what I would be expecting to happen there. So basically what the employees said to me was that they got onto this call and everyone's exhausted, everyone's been working, and they pull off this massive memorial. And then there's kind of this approach where it's like, well, if you guys need paid time off, like Charlie's in heaven dancing, wanting you to work harder. He's just up there like, you better work, but you can use the paid time off that you have earned, by the way, if you need to grieve more. But imagine you're the employee and you're like, okay, well, this is his wife saying this. So am I weird? Would I be like, I would be pretty weird if I needed to take time off and his wife is saying she's full steam ahead. That's the mentality that they had. Like, how are we supposed, like, are we weird for wanting to grieve? Is that not the vibe? How can we take paid time off when Erica, his wife, is saying full steam ahead. It's
Right.
very strange. It
It's very
is
strange. It is very strange. I mean, it just is. It's very strange. I don't understand it. Here's some more of the leaked call.
You guys are obviously aware of like Vision 2025, but Charlie was also working on Vision 2030 in the weeks leading up to September 10th.
Now this is where she mentions Justin. And since the 22nd of January, 6 days, I've been looking for anything. And I haven't found anything regarding Justin. But here it is, guys. Here it is.
Kind of want to say that she's happy, but then catch herself realizing that that would be kind of weird to say that she's happy. Take a listen.
The prophetic mind of my husband was that he always planned for the future. You guys are obviously aware of like Vision 2025, but Charlie was also working on Vision 2030 in the weeks leading up to September 10th. And he was working really closely with Justin. And that's why Justin had been appointed the role of COO, because he was literally, I remember phone calls when Charlie and I would take our night walks, and it would be 10 o'clock at night. And him and Justin would just be talking about the plans. I was aware of the plans. I have his journals that are aware of the plans. Like, there is no confusion of what's to come. And I want to give you guys that reassurance that it's full steam ahead. And the board and I are working with Justin and the executive leadership teams to make sure that all of those plans come into effect 2030 and beyond. But I, again, am so grateful for all of you. I'm so proud of all of you. You honor my husband so well. All of you do. And it's weird to say I'm excited. I really hesitate saying that. It's really hard for me to say that. It's a really weird thing to say. But I think it comes from a space of peace, knowing that God's using this and we're humbly witnessing the gospel in real time.
What? I mean, it's like, what is going on here? So that is what I was waiting for, to see why there is a warring that has taken place with the magnetism of Justin. So the magnetism that he has is in Virgo. It's Zeus in Virgo. That is exactly where Eris in Aries is transiting with that degree. So that degree has been on Justin since the 22nd, and it will alleviate itself. It's going to move off of him very soon. But before she moves off of him, this is what comes out. And so it makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense when we look at Charlie's natal chart compared to the transits, when we look at Erica Kirk's natal chart, when we look at Justin's natal chart. There is so many challenges and oppositions that's going on about the restructuring of TPUSA, the direction that Charlie was going to go, right? The direction that he was going to go changed. He changed. He was having a change of mind. He was having a change of heart, and that is called repentance. He was repenting. He was changing his mind and changing his heart. That means that those future plans are changed. But not for Erica, because she hasn't had a change of heart. There's been no change of plans other than making sure that she is the CEO and she is running TPUSA in a way that Charlie did not want to run it. This is weird. I think it's sad. I think it's heartbreaking. And I'm hopeful that the truth of who Erica Kirk really is going to shine more than ever now. Which leads me to this next clip, because I'm going to show you these clips and we're going to talk about the astrology. Yeah, I mean, I wonder that too. I wonder that too. So I want to show you this. I want to show you this clip. This is from today with the summit with Donald Trump. Let me make sure I change this banner and add the credit for this channel for Fox 9. Let me do that right quick. Okay. Here we go. This is I'm about to take y'all different places, but we're going to look at these worldly transits and we're going to talk about them more, because I think the astrology is telling us a whole lot more than what we're not seeing. What we're not seeing, right? Okay. Let me go here. All right, here we go. Oh, it says something went wrong. What went wrong? Am I still on? Damn. Hold on. Dang it. Let me try to refresh it. It says YouTube is not available. This video is private. Okay. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Well, that was weird. Well,
All right, let's get down.
why is it private? Why is it private? What is going on here? What's happening? What the hell's going on? What is going on,
All
guys?
right, let's get down to business.
This isn't it.
We're also pleased. My daughter, she went crazy when she heard that this was. I want to go. You know, she happens to be in the wrong state.
Here we
But
go.
she's so good. She's been. Come up, Nikki. Come on up. Come on. She's a big Trump supporter and a Trump fan, and she took a little heat on occasion. Her community isn't necessarily. I tell you, we did pretty damn well with that, with your community, as we say. But Nikki has been an unbelievable supporter. She gets almost as much as Mr. Wonderful over here. He's been another one that's been so good. But I'd like to ask you to come up, Nikki. Come on up. Come on. She's been such a great supporter and a great supporter of Trump accounts.
And a great supporter of TPUSA and Erica Kirk's special guest, remember?
And I said, I am going to let my nails grow because I love those nails. I'm going to let those nails grow. She's so good. She's been MAGA. What can I say? She's been with us all the way. Right, Alex? She's been with us all the way. And just want to thank her. And it wasn't so easy. For you, it was easier. Right? You want to come up? You want to come up? Mr. Wonderful, come on up here. You've been terrific. Come on up.
Hello. Well, I don't know what to say, but I will say that
We know you don't. We know you really don't know what to say. Your words just never come out right, do they?
I am probably the president's #1 fan. And that's not going to change. And the hate or what people have to say, it does not affect me at all. It actually motivates me to support him more. And it's going to motivate all of us to support him more. We're not going to let them get away with bullying him and,
Oh, it's a trip that she talks about bullying, because that's going to take us to the next clip. That's going to take us to the next clip.
the smear campaigns. It's not going to work.
Just so many fake people. Just so many fake people, fake narratives. It's just disgusting, really.
Okay, he has a lot of force behind him, and God is protecting him.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Using God. Using God. And I bet she never even prays. I mean, I bet she never even prays. Here we go. Here we go. Let's talk about this, because her husband, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this out, okay? It really don't. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this out. What is going on here? Why is Nikki all of a sudden showing up in full force with this MAGA religious movement? It is to brainwash. It's to make you think there's something else, something more noble that is going on. It's not. It's all a smoke. This smoke's and mirror. That's all it is, guys. This is smoke and mirror. This is Jennifer. The one that Kenneth Petty, Nicki Minaj's husband, assaulted. He's on the registry, the SO registry, because of Jennifer, because he was convicted, even though he lied and lied and lied and lied. He was still convicted. And this woman, I'm not going to play her heart-wrenching experience with Mr. Petty, with Nikki's husband. But let's just say that this is what their support, what they are flashing as they make sure that we're not talking about the Epstein files. We're talking about something else. We're talking about protests. We're talking about this. We're talking about that. We're not talking about the real issues, the shadow side here, okay?
Within myself, living and surviving through insecurities, using them to protect myself, thinking that if I don't look a certain way, I won't attract a certain type of attention. And I've been like that my whole life.
Jennifer, let's move forward. When it was announced that Kenneth Petty was marrying Nicki Minaj,
they were 16. Okay, they were 16, but it's not like he hasn't been in trouble since then. He unalived a man and spent time in prison too. This isn't a great couple to be associating yourself with, and at the same time talking about God's blessing and his gospel. Let's be real here. Let's be real. Let's be real. I'm going to get the chart. Don't worry. I'm going to get the chart, but we have to watch this first to understand what it is that is really going on here.
What was your first thought about that news?
I was so afraid of being found out. I was so afraid of being known as the person he violated. And I didn't want that. It's Nicki Minaj. I didn't want that to reflect on my children.
Nicki addressed fans who brought up Kenneth's attempted rape conviction by replying to them on social media, saying he was 15, she was 16 in a relationship. What are your thoughts about that?
It was like reliving it again, because
let's look at that. What about a white girl?
It was like
What? They have bullied this woman. Nikki and her husband have bullied this woman. And this is real
living
life.
again, because it was a lie. It wasn't true. We both were 16. We were never in a relationship. I just felt woman to woman. I was wrong of her because I don't know you and you don't know me to know that that statement you put out to the world to be true. You have 150 something million followers on. They all believed it. It hurt coming from another woman. I mean, just the girl thing, you know?
We reached out to Kenneth Petty's lawyer and representatives from Nicki Minaj, who did not immediately respond to requests for comment. We're still here talking with Jennifer Huff, who is currently involved in a lawsuit with Nicki Minaj
this is it.
and her
This
husband,
is
Kenneth Petty.
the
She
lawsuit.
is joined by her
Involved in a lawsuit saying that she's tired of being afraid. She's tired of being bullied. This is not, this is what is really serious when it comes to, even though this happened in 1995, again, he also unalived someone years later. This is the couple, the MAGA. And it just makes you wonder who is associated with Epstein? Who has been associated with Epstein? You got to wonder. You got to wonder. He is registered. They are now hooked in with Charlie Kirk's organization, TP USA. All kinds of discussions that are happening on X about TP USA and Nikki and her husband. And it makes total sense that she's MAGA. There's no ethics here. You see what I'm saying? There's no ethics. This is all fake. It's fake. And they use God, they use Jesus, they use the gospel, they use all of that for their narrative. For their narrative, that's it. I can't take any of it seriously. In 2022, he had been put on house arrest because he moved in with Nicki Minaj without letting his PO know. He was convicted of first-degree manslaughter in 2002, served 10 years, was supposed to serve 10, but he served 7. He was released in 2013. Nicki Minaj and he get married in 2019. And this is what is representing MAGA. This is what is representing TPUSA. This is the direction that they're going now. You see what I'm saying? This is the direction that they're going to go. Weird. And last night, I was just talking about how there is a possibility. Last night, I was just talking about how there is a big possibility. I don't remember who I was talking to. That Trump, the fact that he is, there are so many people that don't like him. I was talking about this concern right here.
A Ripley librarian was arrested over the weekend on terroristic threat charges after she allegedly led a social media scheme to make plans and then recruit others to assassinate United States President Donald Trump. The Jackson County Sheriff's Office says 39-year-old Morgan Morrow was arrested Sunday after an investigation found statements made on the internet linked to her, suggesting a plot to assassinate Trump. That TikTok post included the phrase, quote, "Surely a sniper with a terminal illness can't be a big ask out of 343 million. Sheriff Ross Mellinger says threatening comments of that nature were found on multiple online platforms. He says social media only amplifies this type of intolerable violence.
Exactly. So that is something that I think that is a real threat. It's a real threat. Because the things that he is doing, the people that he associates with, it's big. It's a big time period that we're living in. It really is, guys. Big time. Big time. So I think now is a really good time to show you the astrology. Now that we've gotten some of this stuff out, now we can, we're on the same page. We're understanding that there is a lot more that is going on here that isn't being talked about, that we're not going to find on social media. Okay. So here we go. Let me share my screen. And I hope you guys are doing good today. I don't know what y'all think about all of it, but wow. Wow is all I can say. And let me pull up my pen. Hopefully it works. I say that every time, just hoping. We are rising in Gemini. We are descending in Sag right now. The moon is conjunct the ascendant in the 12th house. The moon is in Gemini. The 2255, this is Donald Trump. It's the way that he shines. He shines at a 2255. It also connects with the state of North Carolina. All right. Also connects with North Carolina. Here we are, and we are seeing the 1408 coming into transit right now with Erica Kirk. And that's exactly the degree that I want to show you guys, that I want to talk to you about. The 1408. So I'm going to stop it right here. It's amazing how that works and happens. Oh, it's just so beautiful. Because Erica Kirk, let me pull her up. Erica Kirk has got a degree in her chart. Nan. She's got a degree in her chart that no matter what time she's born, is that degree. Let me show it to you. I also want to dual it out. I think that that's going to be better if I dual it out, because there's another degree. I mean, Arizona has that same degree. And Arizona matters. Why does it matter? Because, well, she's highly connected with that 1408 that's in transit right now with Venus in Aquarius. Venus in Aquarius is showing up and showing out for me right now. Truly is. Truly is. So this 1408 that Erica has in her chart, this 1447 that she has in her chart, no matter what time she's born, it's right here in the past, with things of the past, with the unconscious, the subconscious, the things that Arizona hides. Right? Right there. It's in Taurus. Well, for her, so we've got Saturn in Arizona's chart. We have Astraea. She is the goddess of health. She is Virgo. She's the constellation of Virgo. That is Saturn. It's all about work and authority and caves. But this 1447, for her, it's in Cancer. It's about emotional explosions, lots of emotion. And this is where her physician brings enlightenment with the military. It's military, okay? It's military. And this squares, there is a square here. It looks like to me, let me make sure that Vulcanus is squaring up. If not, it's pretty damn close. It's pretty damn close. Vulcanus, there's the square. Square Vulcanus. And it opposes the moon. The moon. Her mother. the military, her mother, the military, the CIA. This is it. Guys, this is it. Look no further. There is a connection. It is, she was born with it. She was born with this connection, guys. No matter what time she's born, she is connected to Arizona and the military. So when people are talking about her connections with Arizona and the military, don't think that it's conspiracy, because it's not. It's surreal. Now, let me show you the chart. Okay, let me show you the chart right now. Let me show you the chart right now with Erica and the transits right now. Check this out. So the transits right now, Hygeia is in that first house at a 2444. 2444. And I'm gonna talk about these degrees because it's going to matter. I'm gonna bring it all together for you. I'm gonna bring it all together for you. All right. So the 2444, it's about the health, the communications. It's about world health and communications. And that 2444 that is in transit right now, is the same degree as Arizona's lunar nodes, Miss Arizona, and the way that they shine. They shine at a 2444, their lunar nodes of fate, with the north node in the 12th house of Aries and the south node here in the 6th house of Libra. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's definitely in transit right now. Venus is showing that there's limits and obstacles with things of the past, with the groups, with the group, with networking, with communications, with Arizona. Yep. And with the enlightenment about the military, Arizona. Can't make it up. I can't make it up. And if any of you guys are familiar with Sebastian Rogers' case, let me just say that his mother, Katie Proudfoot, has a 2133 in her chart. Her brother-in-law, Brian, Melissa's husband, also has a 2133 in his chart ×2. It's his lunar nodes and another glyph, another behavior. So she and her brother-in-law definitely are connecting to the things that are hidden in Arizona, at a home, in the 3rd house of communications. Could be a neighbor of Arizona. I don't know, but there is definitely a connection here with Arizona, and they have an opposition with Tennessee with groups. They have a vertex with a 0021, an anti-vertex is 0021, and that is found in the 2nd house of values with Sebastian Rogers in Capricorn. It says Pluto. Could this be a military place? Could there be a military place where Sebastian is being held at, where he is having to be at right now? It's possible. Very possible. Very possible. And let me just tell you something else. We are coming up on the Holocaust, okay? And the 2704 that the United States has in their chart, well, so does Hitler. He has that 2704 in his chart. There are things that have been going on with the United States for hundreds of years that are corrupt. There is so much corruption at the state, the federal, the national level. There is so much corruption. It's not even funny. Not even funny. It's surreal. Let me show you that 1408, these connections with Erica and Arizona. Because I think that it matters when Charlie was shot, unalived, assassinated in front of everybody and their mamas. At 12:15 Orem, Utah time, here it is. Here it is. There's the 1408, guys. The military. There was a military operation with Arizona and Erica Kirk. A military operation. It's a military operation. There's the 1408. It was in an opposition with Erica. The military. Indeed. And not only is Arizona and Erica Kirk that 1408 connection that they have, but there was also other things going on with Donald Trump, Netanyahu, Elon Musk, and the Epstein. I won't say Epstein files and Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. They are all in this chart. They are all in this chart. I saw it the day before. And I was watching this time period because this time period that's what I'm talking about. There was something serious going to happen. And it happened. And let me show you something else. Let me show you something else. Now that I've got that 1408 embedded in your brain right now. Let me show you this because there was a transit that was taking place last night with Charlie. It was taking place last night. And let me show it to you. Let's see. When did it happen? He has a 17. Let me show you. In Charlie Kirk's chart, where'd it go? Hold on, let me pull it up. I thought I already had it pulled up, but maybe not. Because no matter what time he's born, this 1740 is definitely going to be Jupiter. Jupiter was coming down. So with all of that was taking place last night, after after Candace put that video out, okay, after Candace put that video out, Jupiter was coming down to that 1740. Let me show it to you in the transits last night. Let me show that to you because you're going to trip out. You're going to trip out. Let's take it down. So here we are, 1743. Let's take it down to that 1740. We're going to stop it. And there it is. $17.40. Oh, hold on. First, it was going to go to 1744, I thought. Hold on, let me look. Charlie Kirk. 1740. Erica. Okay, and Jupiter is going to come down to that 1447 too. So this is going to be interesting to see how this is going to work itself out. Okay, so 1740. Oh, this is today. Hold on. Hold up. This is today. Oh, God. Why does it keep doing that? I thought this was last night. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. 1740. right here. So it's showing up in the ninth house. It's showing up in the ninth house. And we can see that there is a reflection with that 19 degree. There's a 19 degree and 19 minute. Okay. So check this out. When Charlie was shot, let's go back and look at this. Oh, no, let me get him when he was shot. Hold on. Hold up. Right here. Oh, okay. So this is going to be tonight. That's what I was thinking when I did my video last night. But when I saw it this morning, I was looking at something different, I guess. Okay. So here's the 1740. It's in the ninth house, and this is about religion. This 1740 isn't just about, I mean, it's not just, the ninth house isn't just about religion, but it's also about the courts. And there's an expansion here with court, with contracts, with judges. And it just, the 1740 Jupiter, as you can see, was right here in that eighth house when he got shot. But look at this. It is reflecting the values with this 1919. Oh my gosh, the values of the publicity of that 1919 and the 448. Well, I'm pretty sure that that's Erica Kirk. Okay. I'm pretty sure that that is her flame of life, but I digress. The 1919, let's pull up Maxwell. Because if she doesn't have that 1919, she's got it pretty damn close. And Elon Musk has a 1920. So it had just left Elon. It had just left Elon, I'm pretty sure. No, it was coming to Elon. So it was first hitting Ghislaine Maxwell. And then it was going to Elon. And Elon also has this 448. So this 448 with Vulcanus and Leo, it's about the courts. It's about the courts. It's about the hidden sex. It's about the Epstein files, guys. Okay? That's what it's about. But anyway, look at that. There she is. It's a reigniting of a flame. It's a flame of life with values. Venus rules that Taurus energy right there. So this is what I'm trying to get you to understand, that Miss Maxwell, I know she's in jail. I know all that, but she is still very powerful. There is a lot of powerful people. A lot of powerful people that's involved with Charlie's passing. And I want you to take note. She has this 2734, the fifth house, and how she creates. This 2734 that she has, it brings enlightenment. It's her physician Apollo that brings her all kind of enlightenment. And if we look at that 2734, when it comes to Arizona, there it is. They are connected to her through the courts with relationships and partnerships. A lot of the military, a lot of the government. It was just a free-for-all. The Epstein Island. I mean, it was just a party all the time. Party all the time. And I'm pretty sure that Epstein, that Elon and her are going to share that 448. So I could move her up. I could move Erica's time up at least 1 hour and have this physician in the 11th house of groups and how she brings in money. Because she does bring in money with the military. So I really wanted to show you guys that there is so many connections here. It's unreal. It's unreal. the connections with these people. And if we go and we look at Nikki and her husband, let's just pull up Nikki and her husband, because their connections are also unreal. Because when you look at Nikki's chart, that 2021, this hidden relationship with authority, with government, well, that hidden relationship, that 2021, is exactly where Miss Maxwell has her lunar nodes of fate. She is fated with a lot of publicity, with video, with groups. And that 2021 is a relationship for Nikki. So it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that there is a connection with her, with this dude, Kenneth Petty, with Maxwell, with Epstein, and with Donald Trump. Because Donald Trump and the FBI have a connection, just as Kenneth Petty has a connection with the FBI. And it just makes you wonder, what's going on with the FBI? Are they a part of it too? Are they a part of the cover-up? I can tell you one thing. There is about to be so much attention on Kenneth Petty. There's going to be Selena at a 23 degree in Leo is coming to that degree, coming to, no matter what time he's born, she's at a 23, she's at an early 23 degree, and she is coming there. No matter where his Saturn is, she's coming. And we're going to learn a little something, something. He's going to be more in the public eye than he wishes he was. It's coming. It's coming. You can put it on your calendar. It's going to come. There is so much that is happening in the world that we just can't, we can't fix, manage, control it. All we can do is ride the wave with it, you know? It's so much. It's so much. Yesterday, I was looking at Hitler's connection with JP Morgan, and I didn't realize that JP Morgan helped to finance Hitler, even well after his death, Junior. And it's in the charts. You can see it. You can see the connections. It's crazy. I didn't realize that, because when I noticed that they had a connection, I'm like, hold on. And so I did a simple Google search. JP Morgan and Hitler. Boom, bam. Google told me everything I needed to know. There was definitely a financing arrangement, a buddy system with the United States, with JP Morgan, and with Hitler. They're all corrupt. They've been corrupt. This didn't just happen overnight. And let me tell you something else. Let's see when the dark moon is coming to shake Nicki Minaj up with courts, or with things that we're going to learn with documents. The 534, as she makes her way, because what's happening right now is this. The connection with Trump and North Carolina is definitely in transit right now. The dark moon is at a 422. It's definitely coming to Donald Trump's dark moon. The dark moon in his fourth house of home is coming to the same degree. Dark moon, Donald Trump's dark moon is a 428. And it's in Sag. And that's exactly where the dark moon is coming, to bring him an intensity, very intense. And I want you to check it out. Let's look at that. Let's look at that. It's coming. And when it does, it's going to hit California. It's going to hit California. And then it's also going to, well, it's going to hit Gavin Newsom, California, Canada, and Sebastian Rogers. All right. So as soon as this 428 comes to the 7th house of relationships and partnerships, it's about an investigation. It's about hidden sex. This is going to be in the morning. And what's very interesting is that when this takes place, we are going to see a lot of magnetism when it comes to South Carolina, the things that are going on with their issues with the measles. Sebastian is coming into transit with Mars in Aquarius. He is having a lot of degrees that are showing up. Sebastian is having a lot of degrees that are showing up here. And not only that, the DA is showing up and showing out with things of the past. Things of the past. I see China here, that 2445. I also see the junior boy, Proudfoot Jr. I see him coming into transit at the same time. I see that there are communications that are going to be talked about in Texas. This 2439 is Minnesota all day long. This 2439 is Minnesota all day long, but it's also the connection that Sebastian Rogers has with Minnesota. Here is the 428, though, right on Trump's dark moon. Interesting. Interesting. On his dark moon. So let me take you guys to the state of Minnesota, because I think that this is pretty interesting to be talking about, to see this before it actually comes, because this is tomorrow. This connection that Sebastian has with Minnesota is going to be showing itself tomorrow morning. And I want us to be watching. I do. I really do. I want us to be observing this. Let me look at Minnesota, show you what I'm talking about. I'm looking at Bill Gates. I'm looking at all these people. I'm looking at Iran. Where did Minnesota go? Dang it. I thought I just had them up, but I don't guess so. I'm off a day or something. Wait till y'all see this, because this is some real deal happenings. All right, so this is going to hit Trump, 428. And of course, this is about immigration at home. It's about the pew pew. It's about missiles. It's about things that go quickly in the air. But the dark moon is reflecting on a shadow. You know, the ghost in the room. This 1434, the DA for Sebastian Rogers, he has that in his chart no matter what time he's born. He has a non-mover. It's called Cupid in Scorpio. It's about the desires for an investigation. These desires that he has is a 1434, and it goes to the lunar nodes of fate with Minnesota. The north node is in Pisces, the south node is in Virgo, and it's about death. It's about the death. Well, that 1434, like I said, it goes to the DA, Sebastian Rogers' case. The 2439 is a lot of wisdom that is taking place at home with relationships that are going public. So this wisdom is with Eris, the goddess of war, And it's about communications and values with Minnesota and all this attention, all this wisdom that they actually do have with things that are going on in their state. They know what's going on. This is a tug of war by grown men in suits that are juvenile, that don't care about humanity. They don't care about life. And this is evident, more than evident to me. So what we are going to be seeing Thursday morning before 11 o'clock Nashville time is we are going to see a lot of action in Minnesota. But what I want us to do is I want us to watch between this time frame in the morning. I want us to watch and see if we see Sebastian. Any type of videos that are coming out of Minnesota in the morning, anything that is live in the morning about Minnesota, watch it. I'm going to. No doubt about it. Because Sebastian is going to be in transit with Mars in the 10th house, the public image, the movement, the groups, the video. But it could also be that there is some evidence that the DA is going to push forward, because the 2439 for Sebastian Rogers, that 2439 that is going to bring a lot of warring from the past, and the recordings, video, and ring cameras, any type of video that is going to show a car license plate by a license plate reader, anything that the DA may have. There is a disordered aggression tomorrow with Sebastian's mom, with things of the past with his mother and the courts and the investigation with CPS, all of that is coming into fruition in the morning with Sebastian Rogers. This 414, there's going to be a breakup with Chris Proudfoot, going to be a breakup with his work, with Saturn. His Saturn is a 414 in Scorpio, and that's exactly where we see it. Mitos, there's going to be a breakup with the Saturn. We are going to be reflecting on communications that oppose Chris Proudfoot. This is a big time period in the morning for Sebastian. So I'm going to be watching anything and everything that has to do with Sebastian. And if I'm able to tell you about it, I certainly will. I certainly will. And there's a reason why this live has nothing to, I have not said anything. My thumbnail has nothing to do with Sebastian. And this is why, because I want to drop it in. I just want to drop it in. Not make it so obvious. But yeah, so here we are. And it does appear that there could be a relationship when it has to do with the courts, when it has to do with the authority, the DA. So I'm hopeful that there will be something that will come out about Sebastian. The other thing that I want to say is that Katie, she has a 1425 in her chart, and it's with Admitos. There's a breakup. There's a breakup with the weight of home, weight of family, weight of home, a family, new construction, home building. I don't know. But I do know that this is going to be a 24-hour transit for her. And she's going to have a huge weight on her about loyalty and family with all of this that's going on. And that, again, this 1425 with Hades and Cancer, I mean, several states have it. New Hampshire is one of them. New Hampshire is one of them. I can definitely see Faith, the stepsister of Sebastian. She's in transit. I can see that the FBI is going to be getting a wake-up call, things that are going on with investigations. Again, I'm seeing South Carolina here, lots of magnetism during this period of time as well. So could it be something about schools? Could it be something about South Carolina and all the measles outbreak going on there? Could that be the weight that's on Katie? If Sebastian is in South Carolina, it's possible. Could it be a weight on her because he's found or he's in Canada? I mean, that's possible. I'm seeing a lot of different states show up, including Minnesota. And there's a lot of connections being made with Minnesota this time and with Sebastian at the same exact time. Because that 2439 is in Sebastian's sixth house of health, his everyday, and it's in Taurus. It's in Taurus. That 2439 is in Taurus. Let me show it. Let me show it to you. Well, I know I've got it pulled up, but I can't see it. Here it is. Here it is. Here's the 2439. It's going to be making contact with him in Minnesota, that connection that he has with Minnesota. And there it is right here. 2439. It's a little breaky break, a little breakup. Breakup with values, with money. With money. Mars is going to be at this 4:56 in the morning. It's going to be a breakup. And it is this 0021 that he is connecting with Arizona. That 0021 is also connecting to Secret Service. Here is the 428 that he connects to Gavin Newsom and Trump and Canada. There's that 428, and there's a disordered aggression that's going to be making contact with it. Venus would have just went over his Mars. And then Venus is going to be at that 1517 coming into South Carolina. But this is, Venus will be at this degree. So I hope that you guys will help me in the morning. Just, be vigilant. Be vigilant with it, because I think that there's something definitely going down with the DA during this period of time. Something from the past, maybe. Something from the past that he has collected that he's going to be moving on. We just don't know. We don't know. But what I do know is this is a connection to Minnesota. That's where they have the wisdom of home and family and children. And we do know that there's things going on in Minnesota with children, with autistic children at that. So I think that we would be wise. We would just be wise to watch this time period. And I hope you guys, if you find anything out, if you see anything, let me know. Let me know what your thoughts are. I would really appreciate it. But I do know that the moon is conjunct Hygeia in Gemini. And so that energy is showing up in the fifth house of kids and creativity with Minnesota during this period of time. There's other things that are going on with, with Arizona during this time as well. Jupiter is at a 1737, and where's Arizona? Jupiter is coming down here to the values and going to expand the values with Arizona. So this will be interesting. This is all very interesting to watch play out and see where it's going to bring us to. So the 5 degree with Nicki Minaj, the 534. Let's see when that's going to come into fruition. The 534 with her. I can't wait to see how this is going to work out. It's like, is there going to be some kind of Epstein stuff going down? And she's going to be exposed. I mean, I'm just waiting for them to come out and show Erica Kirk. I mean, hugging all up and rubbing on Epstein's hair. I mean, here's the 2734. Here's the 2734, guys, with Ghislaine Maxwell and the values, the Venus. There it is right there. That connects to Arizona. There it is right there. And there is Nicki Minaj and the dark moon, the quartz shaking people up. Gonna be a little shaky shake. It's gonna be big. Gonna be big because it's gonna sit right on her Uranus and Sagittarius. Uranus and Sagittarius is not just about quartz, but it's about religion too. And we can see that there's a relationship that's coming to Arizona. The 1433 that they have in their chart, the 1434 that they have in their chart. This is it. This is Sunday, February 8th, 6 o'clock in the morning. So I'll be watching this. And I'm going to look at it and see what else is there in this chart that we're not seeing right now. Right now. Pluto is going to be at my 355, going to be transforming things. Transforming. Interesting. That 355 is showing itself right there. My midheaven is a 1635. Oh, yeah. I can't wait to see how this is going to work itself out with Nicki Minaj. It looks like the physician Apollo at a 737 is in retrograde, so it's already stationed. Interesting. Right now it's at the, I'm pretty sure right now it's at the 737, 736 maybe. Let's look. Yeah, it's at the 737, but it's moving forward. So it's going to come back in retrograde. It's going to come back, and we're going to be looking at things from the past. Going to be looking at things from the past with her and her hubby and her little groupies. The little groupies that she's got. There's definitely going to be a shakeup. Definitely going to be a shakeup. And I'm just wondering how this is going to work itself out. The TBI, is that the TBI, the 2618? Maybe so. Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. Let's see. Hold on. Bill Gates. Hold on. Who's got that? Bill Gates. God, why did I think Bill Gates had it? He does. Okay, so this is going to be about Bill Gates too. So that day, okay, so the day that we're talking about on the 8th, on February 8th with Nicki Minaj, we will also see or hear things about Bill Gates. Because my physician that connects to Bill Gates, that knows the shit that he is up to, that my physician that brings enlightenment about him and how he brings in money with sickness and darkness and just nasty stuff. Yeah. He's going to be in transit with that 355 with Pluto. So Pluto is going to transform him with groups. And we can see that he has that 2927 in Aries, 2927 in the outer wheel, in the 5th house, the way that he creates with kids, the inoculation of kids, the things that he does with kids. Well, the 2927 is exactly where Saturn is coming to. Saturn is coming to that 2927. We can see that on this day that Sebastian, that 0021, that connection that he has with Minnesota. Or is it Arizona? That 0021. Let's go back. With Arizona. So Arizona is going to be in transit as well. So Sebastian in Arizona, that connection that he has with them, that'll also be in transit on February 8th. And it's going to be with Neptune. There's going to be things that are being hid. Things that are being hid in Arizona. Money. Other people's money. Hidden sex. Things that are hidden with investigations for sure. Interesting. And let me see if this is the TBI isn't a 2618. No, but it is somebody else that I was talking about before. I can't remember. Hey, Cinderella. Hey, babe. You know what? I see Massachusetts here too. I see Massachusetts. Uranus will have just moved off. Okay, so Uranus is going to station. Uranus is also about to station on New Jersey. New Jersey. I don't want to forget to talk about that because this is going to be a trip. It's going to station on New Jersey. I need to pull up Amazon too. Because what is happening? Let's see. So the 31st, so from the 31st, January 31st through February 8th, there's something happening with New Jersey. Something going on with New Jersey. Let me see if I can figure this out real quick already. Because we should be seeing something coming up. But it could be the weather. I don't know. But there's going to be a big shakeup for days and days and days and days with New Jersey. Streets are covered with ice. No, this isn't. There's something else here. There's something else here. Oh, is that it? Hold on. Amazon to close fresh and go stores. This is it. It's Amazon. Okay. I was thinking that I needed to pull up Amazon. I think it's going to have to do with Amazon, guys. Let's see if I've got Amazon. Well, I've definitely got, what's his face? Oh, shoot. The guy that owns Amazon. What's his name? I went blank here. I'm going to feel really dumb. Neil Young trashes Amazon. Oh, that is too funny. Neil Young is trashing them. I'm sure he's in transit. Yes. Thank you, Jeff Bezos. Duh. Money man. Let's see. Let's see. Jeff Bezos. Our financial system is about to just rock. Okay. It's about to rock, guys. It may not be a complete washout, but it's coming. It's coming. People really need to prepare for really tough times. And this is, I guess, how Trump's making America great again. I'm telling you, yeah, there's a breakup today. So there's a breakup today with Jeff Bezos. You see the 414, the information that he is receiving that is coming out. He is on the phone. He is making deals. He is getting money. There is all kinds of things going on. He's moving money, moving assets. That 414 is, there's a breakup with it, with communications. That's tonight, but it's still in transit today. This is still it's in transit today, all day until tomorrow. There's a huge breakup. Huge breakup. See what his connection is, if any. Let's see, 17. Where's Arizona again? 1734. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. And we see that the lunar nodes of fate, his lunar nodes are a 1043. His south node is in Capricorn. His north node is in Cancer at a 1043. And what are they right now? Right now, they're a 1041. So this news would have broke early this morning, late last night. Early this morning, late last night. There would have been all kinds of communications with Jeff Bezos about Amazon, about his work. And then he's going to see the dark moon come right here. And then he's going to see the dark moon come to his moon. So he's not going to be doing good for a whole long time. A whole long time. Saturn is going to come and oppose him. Saturn is at a 28 degree right now. 28, 22, and Saturn is right here in his 12th house. And it's about things of the past. Things of the past. And it's going to come and hitting where it counts, right here. Is every day, his work. The enlightenment that he receives isn't going to work out well for him. He's just not going to do good for a whole hot minute. So we can see that Amazon is not going to do good. Okay. They're not doing good. We can see that with Jeff, with his chart. So the astrology is always going to show us, it's always going to show us connections. And I do wonder about Katie's connection. I really do wonder about her connection with Arizona. What is her connection with Arizona? I wonder. When I look at the chart of Arizona and Katie, I just wonder. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Where are you at, Katie? And Melissa's husband, too. I mean, I think we need to talk about that, too. Where are you at, Katie? Damn, where did she go? Why am I not able to see anything on here? Maybe it's because I'm going too fast. Here we are. Katie and Arizona. Maybe they've lived in Arizona before. I need to look and see on the map. See what's up. So no matter what time she's born, she has this 2133 in her chart, and it's with Chronos. It's about the timing, and the timing is crucial. And this 2133 is right here. It's with Arizona. It's probably more states, but Arizona is definitely showing up with their Neptune in the third house of Cancer. Communications and home. But the communications in the home is, you can't see it. It's very foggy. Can't see it. Can't see the home. It's foggy. So this 2133 is her Chronos in Gemini, which is sitting in Sebastian's 8th house of the investigations. And when we look at Brian, Melissa's husband, it's very interesting indeed, because Brian also has that degree in his chart. Arizona. Let me go back. There. The 2133 that he has is with his lunar nodes of fate, 2133. And it's in Sag. Long travels, religion, communication. So his south node is where she devours, where he's been is devouring. And the 448, that 448 that I was talking about earlier with Erica Kirk and Elon and showing up when Charlie Kirk passed. Well, I was watching that with Brian because I was like, what kind of connection would he have with Elon Musk? I wonder, if there's some, there it is. No matter what time he's born. So I think that it's very interesting that he also has that 2133. And then here it is again. And it's with Chiron in Aries, 2133. It's about warring with communications. Warring with communications. Interesting, isn't it? So when the dark moon comes to Brian with that 859, he has an 859 in Sag. Let's see what that's going to look like. 859, 858, something like that. I wonder what that's going to look like when the dark moon comes to that Neptune that we can't see. He can't see it. We need to dissolve it. Is it about religion? What's it about? I mean, the dark moon isn't going to go in retrograde. She doesn't have to. What did I say it was? 859. Because this is going to be surreal for the United States. This day is a big day. I want you to mark it on your calendar as a crucial day. Like, this is going to be big. This is going to be big, y'all. I can't tell you what it's going to entail, but it's going to be big. Right here, March 10th at 3:37 a.m. Mark it on your calendar. It's huge. It's huge. We're going to see this, that 448 is going to come into transit. It's going to transform him with groups right after it transforms Seth. Groups. So here's going to be the day, Wednesday, March 10th, March 11th. This is what we want to look at. And look, here is Arizona showing up once again. He has connections to Arizona. So does Sebastian. So does Sebastian's mom. So I don't know, guys. Don't know. All things of the past with Erica Kirk, with Elon, but also with Brian. Also with him. So let's be watching it, because I think that there's going to be a lead that's going to come in on March 10th or March 11th. I think that there's going to be a lead that's going to come in with Sebastian Rogers. So we need to watch this very carefully. Very carefully. We need to watch it. All right. So I guess that's all I got, guys. That's all I got. This is all I have. Unless y'all want me to pull something, look at something, talk about it. I don't know. There's definitely going to be things that are going to be rocking us in February and March. I'm going to put out a video about the full moon. Okay, so on the 20th, that's when Saturn and Neptune are going to conjunct, and this is going to be a pivotal time period in Arizona. And I keep mentioning Arizona because Trump, there's a lot of things that Sebastian, that the military, there's a connection here. I know that it's I don't know how, but look, There's the 1408 with Erica Kirk. There's the 428 with Donald Trump. We are definitely seeing a conjunction here with Saturn and Neptune, the things that we need to dissolve within the government. This is big energy with Donald Trump, with Arizona, and with Erica Kirk. Big energy with Sebastian all the way around as well. And it's like every time I'm seeing this, all of these connections are showing me that there's a possibility that we could be looking at some other places. Because, Virginia connects with Sebastian with that 1542, but there's a devouring energy here with him and Arizona as well. So I have to keep that in mind. I have to keep it in mind and not make up in my mind one place that he could be at. If he is somewhere else, if he's not close to home, he could be in another state. He could be in another country. But it does appear that there could be some military. There's some military stuff with him, with his obviously the obvious with his mom and stepdad, but I'm talking about where he could be on a base or some type of military institution. I don't know. Military institution with a religious emphasis. I just don't know. Or another country even that's missionary, that is connected to Arizona and Erica Kirk. So it is what it is. There's definitely going to be a relationship that's going to come against him with authority, with the things that are hidden. So I'm going to be watching some days with Sebastian, with his case, with Erica Kirk. But on the first, when we have this full moon in Leo, this full moon in Leo is going to set the stage for the next 6 months for us. There is a lot of things going on February 1st with Oklahoma, with California, with Elon, with Erica, with this is a time period where we're gonna see a lot of shifts take place. Lots of shifting. Again, there's this big shakeup that I'm seeing with New Jersey. There's going to be things going on in Kentucky with Jupiter. Jupiter is at the same degree of Kentucky. The 1718 is also with Katie Proudfoot, her connection with Kentucky. February 1st is also, let me show you a little something here with this. I'm going to put out a video with this emphasis in mind. This right here. And it's with the Leo full moon that is happening, is going to align with the Celtic festival of Imbolc, which is celebrating the goddess Brigid, the goddess of fire, poetry, and inspiration. And this combination is going to be sparking a creative expression with a lot of rebirthing and the igniting of flames. This is about self-worth. It's about creativity. When it comes to the ancient Celtic festivals, Ireland, this is going back to Ireland. So this full moon is coinciding with this quickening, if you will, which is really cool. I'm going to talk about that. My son wanted to take me to Ireland. He calls me and his phone, if I'm ringing in or if he's calling me, my contact information isn't mom. It's Bridget of the Birds. He calls me her. He calls me her, guys. I didn't even know years ago. I'm like, who is that? He's like, Mom, you got to learn about her. He's all into the history and mythology. So this is going to be really cool. I'm going to put that video out, so y'all be sure and check it out. I've also just uploaded the video about Justin, what I'm seeing with, I mean, I showed you guys, but it's the change or control. I mean, Charlie repented and his wife didn't. Be sure and check it out. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a comment. Help the algorithm, because, you know, astrology isn't, it's not easy to build a channel on astrology on YouTube. It's much easier on TikTok, but we know that TikTok is not going to be around not a whole lot longer, I don't think. People are freaking out about the things going on with TikTok and the silencing of our voice. So yeah, we're gonna see this coinciding of the ancient Celtic tradition. It's gonna be pretty cool. I'm gonna try to do a really cool video about it. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you hanging out with me. I really do. And I hope you guys have a good rest of the afternoon. I may be back on later reading some cards or something like that. But until then, I appreciate you. Peace out.